Today, I'm doing a video about being 32 and living with Granny. That's right. I'm 32 years old and I live with my grandmother. Now, let's see if people in the comment section feel some type of way about that. Oh, dude, from the chat room, let's see, man. You know? And I have been living this way for so long to the point where I've actually devised some tips on how you can get control of your parents or grandparents, especially when they got a loud mouth. Okay? First thing you want to do is, you ever wonder why in the United States prison system, people would go on a strike, a food strike, they would stop eating the prison's food to bring light to certain issues? Is because if that person were to die while on a prison's watch, prison can get in trouble for that, right? Try that tactic with your grandparents. Stop eating their food. Start fasting. Yeah, starve yourself if you have to. When there's a visible in your weight, where they can clearly tell that you're losing weight and you're starving yourself, they're gonna ask, what's wrong? What's going on? Why you're not eating? Are you feeling all right? Are you sick? And when they start asking that, you got them. Let them know, like, hey, man, I don't like the way you treat me, man. It ain't going down like that, man. Yeah. Another thing you can do is do the age-old technology system that we don't use anymore because we got so many computers, we got so many tablets, we always typing, we always texting, is writing. Yeah, you can write a letter to your parents. Because people tend to absorb information better when they read it. When they actually calm down from going on a tirade on you for having a few drops of water on the floor. When they read it, they're going to start thinking like, man, this issue must be pertinent enough for my grandchild to write about it. It must really be bothering them. Then they'll reconsider. Second thing you want to do is, hey, get a job. For real, man. Like, start making your own money. You don't have to get a job. You can go out there and start collecting cans, whatever you want. Just make some money. Make some money. Because it's going to make you feel more powerful, no matter who they are. You got dough, ching ching, especially if they one of these gold digging hood rats like back in the day, but now they're like 70 years old and they, want to be religious and whatever. Hey, I got dough. I don't need you. See, that's the vibe you gotta always give off. I don't need you. You gotta always give that off. Don't tell them that, because they gonna see right through your BS. You have to just non-verbally let them know. Carry yourself like it. I don't need you. I don't need you. You understand? After you make your money, you know what you do? This is really gonna throw them for a loop. Start paying bills. Now, I know that totally goes against everything you're living for. I mean, heck, you're living in your parents' household because you don't want to pay bills. So if you start paying bills, that goes against everything you want to do, because if you're going to pay bills, you might as well just leave and pay bills at another place instead of staying at home dealing with that nonsense. I mean, all this stuff is going through your head. Start paying bills and watch how you get them under control. When they holler at you, hey, turn that TV off. No. Turn that TV down. Volume too loud. Man, I pay bills. I pay bills. Tell them that. Get them right under control. You start paying bills around there, get them right under control, and they're going to hate that. That's going to burn their soul alive. They want you telling them what to do. Tell them that. I pay bills. Pay it. Show the receipt. Get them under control real quick. Let go of your addictions. If you have an addiction problem, because a lot of people who stay at home, especially when they're old age, they have some type of addiction problem. They might develop it while they're at the house, or they might have developed it in the past, so therefore they need help. The only way you should stay at home with your parents, for real, is if like you got a mental disability, right? But let go of your addiction. You got a food, eating addiction. Some people who stay at home, they be big as heck. Their parents is always feeding them. Oh, we're going out to the restaurant. Do you want some food? Do you want something? Do you start turning that stuff down, man? Nah, man. I'm fixing my addiction, man. You got a narcotic drug addiction problem. Man, look. You got to let that go. Because as long as you're a slave to that addiction, you're going to be a slave to whoever gives you money, which is most likely your parents, to keep buying the stuff. They're going to facilitate your downfall. Because let's be real. Some parents want to see their kids fail. They don't want to see their kids rise up above them. The next generation is always supposed to become more advanced and outsmart the previous generation. Some parents don't think like that. They just want it all for themselves. You understand? So they would definitely keep on feeding you the narcotics, give you money to go out there and mess up. You understand? Yeah, they're going to do that. Let go of your addiction. See how quick you get them under control. Now, if I think of some more tips, I'll leave it at the end of the video. But one thing I want to say is that when it comes to living at home with your parents, race matters sometimes. Because in a Hispanic household, people will actually stay at home, especially the women, stay at home until they actually get married. So that it could be old age or whatever. And they'll stay there until they actually start a family or they get married. And sometimes the family will actually come and live with the parents. And it's normal because it's all about family. They have a real solid family structure. Unlike black folks, we tell our kids, you better go out there and be independent. You better do it yourself. And to be honest, the reason why some parents, not all, but some parents tell you that, getting you out the household, is for selfish reasons. Number one, they may want to get it on, right? They want to get it on and they don't want you looking in on them and just have your energy or your vibration there. Moreover, you are half your mother and half your father. So if your mother and your father are beefing with each other, you know, the parent or the grandparent may actually project their frustrations onto you because they notice that you have your parent, the other parent features and behavior patterns, and they may actually sabotage you because they simply don't like you or whatever. So keep that in mind. Also, you know, some people in the hood, right, don't have real good relationships with their parents, dysfunctional families and things like this. So, you know, that has a role to play. So it's like, get out there and do something with your life and, you know, just get out the house and whatever, which you should do that no matter what race you're with. But with white people, man, they'll keep their people at the home, especially if it's the son, the heir, because they want to pass down the capital, the businesses, the money to their heir, so the heir can, you know, have it and basically pass it down to his grandkids and his grandkids, whatever. So they'll keep them. If the person want to stay at home, they will. Now, some white parents don't feel like that and would actually create. I know this is one situation about this guy who actually his parents created court. You know, it's a situation where the dude had to get out. They had to evict him from their home, which is funny to me. But yeah, I mean, I've seen it with one of my white friends. I'm talking about he stayed at home with his father. I mean, this dude went on high-speed chases with the cops, had a narcotic problem, and drink liquor like it's water every single day. And his sister would come downstairs to the basement where he got crazy stuff written all over the wall. I mean, insane stuff. I told you the stuff that he got written on the wall, you wouldn't believe me. And, you know, so his sister would come downstairs and kiss him on the forehead and ask him did he want anything from the store. That's how they roll, man. They're going to look out for theirs. As long as it's for the betterment of their community or their family and whatever, they will let the kids stay home or whatever. So, like I said, when it comes to race, it's different. And with Asians, you already know what that's about. You already know what that's about. I mean, you know, this may be a stereotype of saying, but they pop out the womb like, hey, just with an analytical mind, building business, doing what they need to do for their family. So staying at home, I don't think that's not really a big thing in their community. I might be mistaken. So those are some tips on how you can get about your parents' crib and get them under control. Always remember that you should always be in the process of doing that, getting out, because when they die, you're going to have to go out to the real world anyway. See, a lot of people who live at home with their parents, if you notice, some of them got kiddie mentalities. They think like kids. On the flip side of the coin, I was talking about the overweight guy but you also have the extremely skinny guy who typically look like a kid. He might be 30 years old and still look like and talk like he's 15 because he never mentally grew up. You know, play video games all day, and never really grew up. Just do kiddie stuff. So when your parents die, you're going to have to go out there in the real world anyway. Why not practice now? Why not practice now, man? So those are some ways that you can get them under control and get up out of there. Always freelance websites you can work on since you're on a computer anyway. You can do video testing surveys for video games, right? Since you like that. In this day and age, you can monetize anything, no matter what situation you're in. You just gotta open your mind. And if you've arrived to this video, you already have an open mind. So take those tips and good luck getting out your mama's crib. 32 with Granny. Peace.